just another no one. Keep the family sound. Like a comet we run by a gravity bound. In the big black empty sea, she is always there with me. Keeps me sheltered, keeps me free. She is always there with me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Through the silent we go. Yeah, she's the shiniest side. Such a beautiful glow, little light in the night. In the big black empty sea, she is always there with me. Keeps me sheltered, keeps me free. She is always there with me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, don't try the rain, my shooting star. Steer me when I aim to misbehave. Ooh, don't try the rain, my shooting star. Wash away the leaves upon our graves. In the big black empty sea, she is always there with me. Keeps me sheltered, keeps me free. She is always there with me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ooh, don't dry the rain, my shooting star. Steer me when I'm to misbehave. Ooh, don't dry the rain, my shooting star. Wash away the leaves upon our graves. Wash it away. Ooh, she's my shooting star. Carried me so far. She's my shooting star. Carried me so far. Yeah, she's the shiniest sight. My little light in the night. Descend to the gold brush and
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game number 1 of Trith Academy versus 210 Blechman Street. We are going to go ahead and have Trith Academy banning out Dragonshire and Towers of Doom. The Bleckers are going to be getting rid of Garden of Terror and Alterac Pass. Game number 1 is going to be featured on Cursed Hollow. How conveniently timed. So for those of you that were wondering, I am feeling much better. I did have to stop a stream early in order to I did have to end the stream on Sunday early because I came down with a bad case of food poisoning, and it was a big problem. And I'm mostly okay now. I haven't thrown up in 24 hours, which is cool. Okay, maybe 23. My butt seems to be working. This might be TMI and whoops, but overall better. We do have Zeratul being the first ban on the side of the Bleckers. We do have Stukov being getting rid of. I'd have to say Zeratul the shadowy hero and Stukov the infested hero. Very, very appropriate heroes on Cursed Hollow. Why can't we play them? That feels like the map that we should be trying to play them on. Do you see what Twitch lets through? There's not going to be banned from Twitch. Come on. You have Tracer. Okay, Tracer's a much better ban. Tracer's not a hero I would feel like I should see on Cursed Hollow. Also. Co-caster. Oh. Oh, interesting, a Phoenix? I don't see a whole lot of Phoenix coming out here, so I'm actually pretty excited to see this. That's definitely not a thing.
Hell, it's about
First pick Tychus? Okay, that's really suspicious. It could just be that Dung Beetle is super, super good on Tychus. That's definitely a possibility. It also could be that they're planning a Diablo or a Cho'Gall or something. And then Wizard Beast coming out of the Samuro, definitely, Rhaegar is a pretty normal pick. Tychus is normal, but it's not first pick by himself. I don't see him in the number 1 slot all that often. Oh, Power of the Pilot, thank you for letting me know. So Wizard Beast is taking the Samuro. They've been denied Zeratul and Tracer. So it might be the Wizard Beast is a little bit, I won't say a one-trick, but definitely has put a lot of their points into the same heroes. Artanis coming out here on Slow Cheetah. And then we do have Asterix on the Johanna. So pick me up before you Jojo. I wonder if this Tychus is actually to steer them away from really big bruisers. Get them away from the Diablo, get them away from a Blaze offlane. Do you have a ban coming out? There is. I was gonna say there's a healer on the side of Trith Academy. There was not yet one on the other side, so I'm not surprised to see a healer banned out. Similarly, I would not be surprised to see a tank banned out here, because Johanna is taken, so you don't have to hold that tank slot for yourself. Samuro and Artanis are presumably the offlaners. They do go for the Alarak. Interesting and unexpected. Also, Kartha, I see your 15 stream streak. Although what I've got to say, what I was going to say, you need to step it up because Vandador hit 30 streams a few days ago. You got to catch up. We have Fizzy coming out on the Kerrigan, Hrothgar coming out on the Anubarak. So this is interesting. Very blow-up-y comp. Very. Cat, you can't be there. Move your butt. No. It's I don't want to move my butt. My butt's fine right where it is. It actually isn't. Your butt can't be there. Oh, no, that's okay. So you're gonna have Murky pushing whatever lane they want to. So it actually won't be Artanis in the off lane, or maybe it's Artanis in one lane, and then Murky in the other. Samuro should not have that difficult a time with Murky, I would not think. Although the fact that Samuro can't direct his clones to attack the, I don't think he can. I feel like the Tychus was to steer them away from a Deathwing pick, and it did not work. That's a super, that is Zonkai being very, very, very confident in the Deathwing pickup. So, Cartha, do not give this panther... Actually, you know what? This panther can have a piece of a chicken nugget. The other one can't. The other one's the one that, like, spilled my chicken noodle soup. Because they're a terrorist. Not okay. But I will see you in game, everyone. Alright, first of all, let me go ahead and get this off of your screen. You don't want to see that. I decided.
Heroes.
So coming into game number 1, representing your Trith Academy here on the blue side of the battlefield. Coming out of the left-hand side, we have Wizard Beast on Samuro, the Blade Master. We have Rothgar on Nubrak, the Beetle King. Fizzy is playing Kerrigan, the Succubus. We do go in and have Zankai, Deathwing, taking flight. And then Salty Satyr will be on the Rhaegar. Meanwhile, on the other side of the battlefield, representing 210 Blechman Street, we have Shochito on Artanis, the Duelist. We do go and have Uther, the Paladin, the Lumberjack Paladin, being played by Illido. We do go ahead and get Asterix, coming out here on the Johanna. And then Dung Beetle on the Convict himself, Tychus Finley. On the top lane, we do have the Baby Marky, being played by Denominator. Trading back and forth.
Blue team draws first blood.
So that, now here's the thing to keep in mind. Even though Murky went down, Murky is a baby Murloc. Murlocs, if you know anything about World of Warcraft, come by extremely quickly. So the death number is not very long, and each kill is only worth 1/4 of a hero kill. So if you look up here at the top, it still says 0 to 0 in terms of kills, because killing Murky doesn't count as a full hero. Gotta kill Murky 4 times for that to go up to 1. Keep forgetting it does this. That's so annoying. 1 second, let me fix it. By fix it, I mean let me break it. I love that little thing for whenever I'm playing. I don't like it for when I'm casting. Just for Cartha. We do have, once again, the Murky goes down. That is 2 kills on the Murky. Worth half a hero kill at this point. That's the thing, though, because that Fire Breath can hit the egg if they figure out it's there. The egg took no damage, so I don't think the Deathwing realizes the egg is there just yet. The fact that Murky keeps coming from behind the wall, they know the egg is back here somewhere. Does look like we've got the Bleckers going ahead and taking this down right now. Looking at our talents at level 1. You go ahead and have Silver Touch. No stacks yet. And then Protector of Ire at 20 stacks so far. That's one thing that's really critically good for Artanis. Artanis gains stacks on Protector of Ire anytime he autos a hero. And yes, Wizard Beast clones count. Oh my gosh, Oni, what are you doing? Hello, wow. So, this is very different than what you're used to. We are currently in the middle of casting a Here's the Storm competitive match between Trith Academy and 210 Blechman Street. You can always tell if I'm casting or if I'm playing by looking at the stream title. So, kind of similar to Oni's, like, WWE stuff, except the AI is not playing. These are actually 10 players playing against each other. So she's taking a good bit of damage. Needs to be a little bit careful. Down to about half health, and they are coming. There goes the stun, and goodbye, my friend. That cheetah was slow indeed. They are going to go ahead and train all this. This is going to be on Cursed Hollow. What ends up happening is that we do end up with Cursed Hollow. Whoever gets down here at the bottom right here, you can see these, whoever gets to 3 stacks of the curse faster will curse the other team. All of their minions will go down to 1 hit. All of their base defenses will turn off for 1 minute. Just lets you do horrific damage. We're going up to the middle. Deathwing is going to just breathe fire, trying to take out all of this down.
Face my curse. The choice is simple.
Murky the baby Murloc moving through. Did Murky take bribe? Did not? So this is the thing. Murky is not a very good hero in team fights, at least not until level 10. Until level 10 he gets better. And that does equalize things. They do kill off Kerrigan. The succubus is down. And with Kerrigan not being here anymore, that does mean they can fight normally, but it looks like Wizard Beast still gets 2 channels so far for the side of Trith Academy. Will definitely put them into an advantageous position. But they are just leaving Murky unattended up here. Murky already threw one of the towers. Samurai is moving up here. Wise decision. You don't want those illusions near Artanis. Artanis just gets free stacks out of them.
Wobbling.
Already up to 59 stacks.
Earn my favor.
So I said that was an interesting bush gank. They're going on Asterix right now, but Asterix is not... Okay, yeah, I was going to say, that's not really who you want to go for. Fizzy comes back up. We do go ahead and have this up here. Artanis is fighting off Wizard Beast. They don't want to give this up. Their Murky is channeling, trying to go in and keep them off there. They're moving in, but it does look like Murky will get this full channel. They are moving over here right now to try and pick up this camp. This will start pushing mid. I was just actually thinking that the teams have really been ignoring camps up until now. Boop.
Shall we see who gathers enough?
That's a risky egg. Like, they can see you walk out of that. That egg is not going to last very long. Alright, we do go down. The Blechman goes through. We're going through trying to get on Asterix. There's the March of the Murlocs moving through, trying to keep people in place. Fizzy going ahead and getting hit. Titus's Odin goes ahead and slams them down. Mech Warrior online. Asterix walking through the fire, and that is going to be a successful challenge for Trith Academy. Goes in and gets that taken care of. Murky goes down. Dung Beetle in a little bit of trouble as Wizard Beast goes ahead and tries to get on top of them. Getting this down. Going back to the base is no defense because the base is turned off thanks to that curse being effective. But it may not matter. Soldier said currently it's a grenade. Science points to no, and Doug Beetle, you overchased. You flew too close to the sun, my friend.
Heroes slain.
Though with the base defenses down, there's nothing holding this back. So the bottom lane fort goes down. Top lane fort is being held back by the Murky. Murky is defending this and actually making progress during this phase. We are moving through. With that beeping, we have the curse just about ending. Just about being reset. Although remember, the orange team does have 1 out of 3 curses, so they are closer to a curse than their opponents are. So the goal of this map is, of course, to go ahead and get to your opponent's core. Core is invulnerable until you can take out a keep and a fort in the same lane. So top fort is still up, other two forts are down. So either of these two forts or either of these two keeps will make the core vulnerable. On the other side, all of their structures are still standing strong. Oh, this is like an invade happening in just a second. They're going to go in there. Anubak burrows in, goes in, catches that. There's a big dragon coming through. Massive, massive, massive beam from the heavens coming down. Really, really making things difficult. The cocoon comes down. Johanna getting stuck inside the cocoon, and this will be taken by their opponents. They do pop Odin to try and defend this, and they will be able to hold it back, but their opponents were only looking to take that camp away. Level 13 to level 13 so far. This looks like that egg has been relocated. Oh, it's somewhere near here. I just heard it. Oh, that's a sneaky place to put it. I didn't see it there. Alright, with the egg cracked, that means Murky is now vulnerable. If Murky goes down, Murky will go down for a full death. But Wizard Beast does have to get out of there.
Gather tribute or face my curse. The choice.
And as that goes down, that is what lets Murky come down back very, very quickly. Well, your pretty succubi is on the winning team, at least as of right now. We'll have to see if that changes. Boss is coming in. This was picked up. Both teams took a boss, it looks like. Now moving in, looking at that keep. If this keep goes down, remember that will go ahead and actually make the core vulnerable. So very, very important to try and save this and keep it up. But there is dragon fire just scorching that edge. Boss does go down. This keep may stay alive.
Hero slain.
Which means we'll get this channel. They're very, very busy trying to go in to get that. So we are back to one curse to remain for another actual round. You don't spend too much time trying to chase Murky, it's not worth it.
Shall we see who gathers enough tribute this time? Hero slain.
Man, dragon just hunting a little fish. You almost hate to see it. I can't believe that fooled them. You moved your fish down like that far and they're like, oh, don't know where it went. Here comes, okay, here's the big engagement. We do go and have Cocoon coming down. There is the landing of Zankai. Zankai landing right next to Tychus, which is a dangerous place for that dragon to be. Illido go taking a huge bit of damage, just getting absolutely shredded. Divine Shield comes down, but Shoji also not, just getting absolutely burned alive by Zankai. There's Zankai goes down, their big fire goes through. Slow Cheetah, it does go ahead. There's the P-Beam coming down from the heavens. Asterix does get taken out. Super, super low, but I don't know that it matters. They're just not able to actually keep anyone up. everyone almost dead, but everyone actually dead on the other side.
Red team dominated.
And there goes Murky down to a full death timer, thanks to the fact that the egg was found almost immediately. So they are moving in. They've taken, actually looks like they're looking at top lane while the Samurai comes down here and tries to get bottom one down.
Blue team has destroyed a fort. I grow tired of your
They don't quite get that one. However, they do get the top one, which means the invulnerable is no longer marked here because the core can now take damage. This may be Curse coming up in just a second. Obviously, right now it does not look like... Now, granted, they are down 2 levels, but they're about to be down 20, so I feel like this is a time they should try and fight. If they get Curse and they're down 20s, this will be even worse. But Fizzy going to go ahead and get this up.
has destroyed a fort. Red team's core is under attack. Now, you shall know my wrath.
Dungabeetle get absolutely shredded. They were a little bit disjointed. Asterix trying to get out of there. Does go ahead and blind the Samuro. They're moving up trying to stop them. I don't know that actually this is a great use of their time. And it does look like there's a little bit of a miscommunication because they do go ahead and send the Samuro this way for just a second. Now they do not need to come through here. They just need to go straight to the core. Okay, they are just gonna walk past this building. I was like, you don't need it. There's the orbital beam coming down, going to try and get us taken care of. Illido does not quite go down, but the core is down to 50%. Shields are gone, down to 30%. It looks like this will be the end of game number 1, as Rhaegar goes down just before the core does. Succubus team victorious. So with that said, let's go ahead and look at the stats at the end of game number 1. We do go ahead and have Sultry Satyr, Zankai winning the race in terms of overall hero damage, 37,000 hero damage over the course of the game, which would be coming out with 33,000, and then Artanis with 30,000. In terms of healing, we do go and get 38,000 healing coming out of the Rhaegar, only 26,000 for the Uther, but at the same time, Uther, a lot of their abilities give you armor, which prevents you from taking damage, so it's not a direct one-to-one comparison. And then looking at the experience contribution, we do go ahead and get the Wizard Beast coming out with 15,000, Dominator coming out with 12,000, so more soak gotten by the Samuro than by the Murky. Talents, we got those. Here they are. Copy them down, take them into your Storm League games, get all of the amazing and epic victory you could feast your little heart on. And I will see... That was heart on. I will see you in game number 2.
Time has come for us all to answer the call. To answer the call. Summer shores guide the voices of kings. Children of bark, they will tighten their strings. Bring us the wits of the warm southern sands. Clouds over all of the land. Civil War. Shove a gun up in your face from the bayonet. Try to stick you in your place.
Alright, here we go. I'm a little bit more awake than last game. Last game, I kind of thought I was going through the motions. I've been sick today, guys. Be nice to me. We're here at Sky Temple. Sky Temple is famous for being the map you can avoid the other team to victory. There are map conditions. The map conditions do the sieging for you. So a very, very popular and successful strategy is just to get a team that is very good at sieging. And if there's only one objective, then you just spread out and siege all the lanes. You'll end up doing more damage than one objective will. If there's multiple ones, then you can just trade because you've already dealt more damage than your opponents have. But here we go. Looking into our first ban on the side of 210 Blechman Street. That does mean they have chosen first pick after losing game number 1. Gotta get comfy. I like the slight filter in order to keep it from being too lewd. We do go on now. Okay, the gift of Samro, I do not blame them. Samro was a menace, and then also so they're just really putting a lot of their eggs into the we don't like Wizard Beast basket. We're gonna have Stukov being taken out, as well as once again the Phoenix. So same bans for Trith Academy. Not really surprising. They did win game number 1. So they definitely are like, no, our strategy worked. Let's not change it.
Hell, it's about damn time.
And once again, we do go in and get the first pick, Tychus. That's still just like I almost never see. It's weird. There's Kerrigan. I should mention specifically for Kartha. I don't think you've ever seen StarCraft. Obviously, Kerrigan is a character in StarCraft. She is not a succubus in that game. One of the things that this game does quite a bit is they will have like cross-universe. So this is Kerrigan from StarCraft reimagined as if she came from the Diablo universe. Just in case when you're curious, and whenever you see me playing StarCraft, you're like, wait, but she's not a succubus. I mean, she's kind of, but not really. So there's the Heckin' Dahaka coming out. And by coming out, I mean being removed from the game. So we still, okay, then you get rid of the Deathwing. I mean, the Deathwing was very, 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 like, before I was kind of being, like, Zankai is brave, taking Deathwing into a Tychus, but you know what? I can't argue with results. I wonder if the Tychus took bigger they are. I feel like they should have. So they will go for the Hogger instead. I do hope we don't see Murky this time. I don't think the Murky was successful. Now that's fascinating.
My hatred is unending.
A lot of very, very unusual picks. So I have to... Is that an offlane Tyrael or is that an offlane Varian? You can't have either one. A Varian can be an offlaner. Tyrael technically can as well. Now Lucio, the audio medic, coming out. Lucio was their third ban last time around, so they did take that before the second ban phase.
I hear the call.
And they will have Nazebo on Wizard Beast. Wizard Beast was an absolute terror on Samuro. So Nazebo definitely a different hero. So with that said, we'll be going into the game in just a second. I will get predictions up. Put your money where your mouth is. Tell me who you think is going to win. And I will see you for game number 2 momentarily. Someone has a potato. Will be in the game in just a second, I'm sure. Alright, coming into game number 2, representing Trith Academy, trying to end this series with a 2-0 victory. We do go and have Zankai coming out on the Hogger, the Scourge of Elowin. We do go and have Sultry Satyr coming out on the Rhaegar, the Slave Master Medic, for lack of a better term. We have Rothgar on Johanna, the Crusader. We're going to have Wizard Beast coming out here on Nazebo, playing the Witch Doctor. And then Fizzy, once again, on Succubus Kerrigan.
4, 3.
Representing the other side, 2 Blechman Street, the orange team, we do have Illidan, the Demon Hunter. The less popular of the two. We do go in and get Slow Cheetah out here on Varian. Denominator on Tyrael, the Demonic Archangel. We have Dung Beetle on Tychus, the Convict. And then Asterix will be on the Audio Medic. He takes a bit of damage. Rothgar does announce that the opponents are coming. They come out here. They get about half the bottom tower where their opponents respond and don't really lose anything for it. So here's the denominator. Partha, because it seems in your wheelhouse. That is our demonic angel. We start her up here, going ahead and fighting up against the Hogger. That's not Hogger, that's Illidan. The thing is, Illidan can proc evasiveness, which does mean he just avoids any auto attacks. That does actually stop, you know, a lot of Nazebo's damage. We're going to have both teams going for their camps right now. Looking at our level 1 talents, we do go and have Toad build. Pandemic coming out on the Witch Doctor. Lion's Maw on that Varian. We have Ardent Restoration, and then Unending Hatred. Going and knocking that Tyrael away. We do go and have everyone moving in real quick. It does look like both teams are picking up. Now we do have a slightly later pickup on this side. This is always the interesting thing, because if Trith Academy gets it later, that means that this camp will get pushed forward and actually be able to be fought under the towers, which will give priority to this one when it comes later. However, that does mean that this camp will come up because this is up in 3.5 minutes, whereas this one's almost 4 minutes away. So over time, delaying does actually hurt you. Now it does look like Hogger might be having a bit of trouble coming in. Here's Slow Cheetah going in, doesn't get stabbed. Zankai goes in and gets knocked back. And that's going to be a dead Hogger. The Tasmanian Devil is no longer among us. But at the same time, they are setting up for this. Here's the thing, a temple will not quite destroy a fully braced fort. It will only get the fort down about half, but if you take down the wall before you go in, it 100% will. Alright, there's Kerrigan pulling everyone back. Audiomet goes down. Dung Beetle, the next one to go down. They go ahead and nice job for the Nazebo. They had a zombie wall that came up right here that kind of stopped. So Kerrigan pulled them back, and the zombie wall showed up to keep them from escaping. Body block with actual bodies. As you can see, top fort went down, and the middle fort lost most of its front wall, whereas the other side that took all of these shots is only to about a little less than half health. And no damage to the other places. There's no damage that was caused by the temple. And they're coming in here. Wizard Beast is caught. We do go to have the Lucio moving forward. Nice landing of toads though. And they are okay. They thought they were running and they were not. Big engagement. We do really have Lucio going down first. Rothgar is going to be the next to go down as it goes and picks them off. Guy kind of moves forward, but will be fought. And it does look like I think that Two-Tune Black Mystery will be able to steal this camp from their opponents. Hello, Sinea. What are you up this late? I mean, I don't have an excuse, but we are here. We are moving through very quickly. We have this kind of getting knocked down, but that gets up again. Today I am feeling much better after my food poisoning, although I'm hungry as heck, let me tell you. Level 10s are online now for Trith Academy. We are going to go and see Gargantuan. Big old zombie man coming out from the Witch Doctor. Ancestral Healing, a big single target heal. We do have Shockwave. Oh. Can't talk right now. We've got an engagement going on. Denominator taking a bunch of damage. He pulled back by the Septimus, going in and getting knocked back. But does teleport out of there. We do go now Asterix, going and skating out there on the Audio Medic. We go in and see the Blessed Shield, Captain America Shield, going out and stunning them. For the engagement, we do have summon Ultralisk. So a lot of little friends being summoned out for our blue team. Zombie Man and, Zergy Dog. Oh, the Zebo might be in trouble here. There is the Hunt coming in. Wizard Beast takes a huge bit of damage, and goodbye. I told the Witch Doctor I was in love with you. And then the Witch Doctor said, get back to the game. And was that worth it? They gave up a lot of shots to get that kill. Soldier Satyr is the next target, though. I just like the last half of the temple. They do realize that they've lost the Witch Doctor, so they can't actually fight this. So it does look like this will be picked up by the other side. We're going through to the other side. But still, they've spread the damage out enough that they have not actually taken out any of their opponent's keeps. All their keeps are down to about half health. Meanwhile, remember the top keep has been down this entire time after that successful aggression from Trith Academy. Well, Ilden's a dick. Ilden's like, I want to help you, but not yet. I want to walk around this way to go help you. A little bit of engagement here. Chiro moving back off of that point. Here comes Succubus Kerrigan, looking to go and invade. All 5 of them are here. That's something that Trith Academy keeps doing. They keep running in as a 5-man. They're actually... They would be falling... Actually, I don't know how they're keeping... I honestly don't know how they're keeping them experience. That seems a little bit rude. And that's a surprising engagement coming in. And that's going to be a nice double stun from Kerrigan. That's a kill on Kerrigan. That's killing Lucio. Can confirm, Sinea is a good night person. Definitely does not do anything inappropriate. We definitely do not have a term for when she brings out the worst in us, and if we did have a term, it would not be called Sin-Inspired. And she also definitely did not put that on her stream. Definitely. So the boss is moving forward, coming into this bottom lane. Once again, we have a somewhat early lead coming out, but the thing is... Now, I really like that they send a Hogger down here by himself. Hogger will take this one. The rest of them are moving up north because they figured their opponents. Actually, I'm surprised. that makes less sense. I look at it. We have to kill the boss. The enemy teams will go right there. So there's the last fort going down. Both keep walls are being shelled right now. But there is, like I said, this is where the aggression is going to come. So as far as they sent 4 people up top, no one, there's no reason the red team would have gone up top. Or the orange team, excuse me. And
Destroyed a fort. My temple's power has been expended. You are stronger than I believed.
alright, big. Okay, there's the shockwave. Catches everyone. Nice double person shockwave. We do have Denominator being stunned by the Tyrael. Denominator is going to go ahead. No, Denominator is the Tyrael. Tychus goes down. We do go and have Slow Cheetah. Slow Cheetah getting spammed into a wall. Protected by the way, but not going to protect him for very long. There's Asterisk. Lucio goes ahead and gets knocked down. And that may actually be the end of the game. With 4 people down, they can at very least move forward and take down a fort. Keep, whatever that is. So I'm moving in here real quick. We do have Ilio trying to move out here. Going to get knocked back, and that's going to be an end to Illidan. Very decisive couple of games as Trith Academy goes ahead and ends this. We're down to 60% on the core. Trying to go ahead and end this. Tyrael trying to defend this. I don't think they can. Although I say that, you know what? Shut my mouth. I totally called that game, and I called it incorrectly, because we do go now Trith falling back right now. Core is down to 39% and will never heal. It will gain shielding back that will bring it up to effectively 89%, because the shield will heal up to 50% of the core's max health. So an undamaged core like this one effectively has 150% health. Both teams are moving through here. They need to like they need to not be. I mean, this is good. You're getting a lot of pressure down south. Oh my! Very topsy-turvy fight. We do have Slow Cheetah trying to get out of here. Nice avoidance. They're really trying to move in on the Varian. Here comes the rest of the team, but Varian did go in. Varian tried to come up here and flank and ran into 2 of them. That's going to be a very bad setup for Varian, unfortunately. That was their big chance, but they're going to run in here. They should probably just go in through top lane, try and end, and that looks exactly what they're doing. Here's a little Ultralisk. Yeah, I'm helping! He's not helping anymore. And with that, game number 2 does end, with Trith Academy taking a 2-0 victory. We did have a lot of aggression coming on the other side, but just not enough. They needed to like hold that out a little bit more. Speed will go dark for just a second while we go in and set up the winner's interview. 1 second, everyone. Don't panic. And we're back. I said that before I actually came back. I hope I didn't confuse anyone. We do go ahead and get coming out in terms of hero damage. Oh, that's an in screen right there. we have 33,000 damage coming out of Wizard Beast. Zankai coming out with 23,000. And then Rothgar the Tank with 22. It does look like I am joined by Zankai. Hello, hello.
Hi.
Zankai was, of course, our Hogger that previous game. I believe the Deathwing the game before.
That is correct.
Go, look at me. So, first of all, congratulations. How y'all feeling right now?
Pretty good, pretty good.
I mean, always a very, very dominant series going through. I do have to ask, okay, because my big question is, game number 1, I definitely saw, you picked a Deathwing into a Tychus, and obviously you didn't struggle with it, but it was still a surprising turn of events.
Yeah, we decided that the Tychus wasn't going to be a problem if we just killed him at the start of every fight so that he wouldn't have an opportunity to burn the Deathwing down.
Well, that certainly seemed, because it definitely felt like he was the focal point of every engagement I saw. And also, we are also joined by Rothgar and Large. I'm not Large. Which player were you?
Fizzy.
All right, so Fizzy. Okay, well, I gotta tell you, you had a fan in chat, possibly only because of the skin you were using, but still.
Well, you know,
Whatever works.
a fan's a fan.
So, going into game number one was on. Oh my gosh, Cursed Hollow. There we go. So, Cursed Hollow, it was interesting because you guys very much moved the map. And I did notice that your playstyle, more so in the second game, but also a little bit on Cursed Hollow, you guys ran around as a group a lot more. And, like, you would leave Murky by himself up top and just occasionally swing up there to clean him up. Which seems like a death sentence against a Murky. What made you play that way? I obviously can't fault it. It worked, but I was scared every time I'd see, like, you're leaving a Murky alone!
Well, in the first game, we could rely largely on Samuro to out-soak Murky, so we didn't have to particularly worry about him destroying us, and then we could simply massacre their team and keep the XP lead. It was always going to be a 4v5 if we stuck as 5.
Yeah, there's a lot to do on that map between the two camps, keeping an eye on bosses, and the objective. And since we really wanted to push with Samuro, we tried to stay together. I guess some of those times, too, was when Zankai was up in the air on DW, right?
Oh, absolutely. When there's trouble, you call DW.
Yeah.
I will always make that joke. Moving into game number 2, were you guys worried at all? Because I definitely saw some very unconventional picks coming out of the opposing team between the Tyrael and the Illidan coming out. Did that throw you for a loop? Were you not 100% sure what to expect from that?
It looked like a dive comp. Yeah, because we were counting on Hunt, Judgment, and what was the other one? What's the other dive they had?
Probably the Varian.
Yeah.
Yes, we thought he would maybe go Smash. So we're like, okay, they're just going to look to pick out our carry and take him out quick. So we just had to be ready for that with Peels and CC, and we had blinds. So we were just kind of waiting for that dive. They did get Nazebo mid lane one time when we were all on bot, and we were like, you're dead, bro. We can't help you. But after that, we had to really watch it.
Yeah, but with all those auto attacks being picked into our Johanna blinds, we weren't particularly worried about the damage, since we could largely negate most of it.
Well, it definitely felt that, because they would go off, they would actually catch someone, but then it was always interesting because they would catch someone, but would give away a significant part of the objective in doing so. The other question I have to ask, because I was a little worried for you at this point, right at the end, right before the absolutely scrambly final fight at the middle temple, they got double giants pushing bottom lane, and were you guys at all concerned if that fight had drug out? Like, when would you have decided when to go back and stop that? Because that was a very clear and present danger going on down there.
Yeah, we had lost Zankai at that previous core push, right? So we were down a member, and we were pretty sure they were going for our camps, but we didn't want to be anywhere near there because we didn't want to lose anybody else. So we just opted to stay kind of mid and regroup and wait for Zankai to get back up, and then we were going to just deal with it then. I think.
Yeah, I don't know if what we would have done differently. Wizards are does our calls for rotations and stuff. So maybe we would have just let it do its stuff and try to win.
Yeah, and props to Wizards. His calls were great. Like, we really focused on macro a lot on both games, and I think that really helped us out.
And then, final question I have to ask, because that last fight, like I said, was just a scramble, because you guys, like, pulled back from the objective right as they came in, and then you caught Varian flanking around on one side, so it was like a fully commit, like, you guys just fully abandoned, just started chasing Varian around the map, and they were trying to turn around, and I was just... Can you describe that moment? Because it was crazy to watch, and I can only imagine what it was like to play.
Yeah, we were fighting onto the objective, trying to give out calls for who to go after in any given moment, and then Wizard starts screaming out, "The Varian's behind us! He's throwing! Get him! Get him! Get him!" Because he was like, he was so far out. We're like, okay, if we go kill this guy, it'll now be a 4v5 for the rest of the fight. That might be an end con.
Yeah, the flank was an interesting decision on their side because all you have to do is just turn around. So it ended up becoming a 4 or 5v1 on Varian, and once we got that kill, then we knew they really weren't going to have much of a team fight after that. So yeah.
Worked out well. Okay, last question I have. Why are you guys named Trith Academy?
Oh, I'm so happy you asked. Okay, so Trith Academy is... I do a D&D campaign for which I DM, and the campaign takes place in this magic school, effectively, or it's an adventuring school called Trith Academy. And so almost all of our players, with the exception of Hrothgar and Fizzy, are players in that campaign.
Okay, well, I have like 8,000 more questions now. That was a way better answer than I was hoping for. But yeah, I also DM a campaign, and I don't have anything nearly that cool, so I'm jealous now.
Well, if you ever want to watch it, we stream it over at my Twitch, Zonkai2121.
You may see me there. You'll definitely know who I am, because you definitely know my stream now.
That's for sure.
So that's all the questions I had. Let me turn it over to you guys for any shout-outs you might want to give.
Well, the one I just gave, but anyone else?
Yeah, I want to shout out to Valk, who's been helping us with coaching. He's been awesome. Yeah. So I really appreciate that. And Wizard's not in the chat, so shout out to him for great calls and great captaining. And shout out to Sultry Satyr, who's not in the interview either. She's been awesome on heals all season. Oh, and Not That Pyro as well, who couldn't make it tonight.
I will mention that Sultry Satyr and Valk are both in Twitch chat, if you haven't seen that.
Oh, perfect.
So, yep, you managed to thank them. Good job. But with that said, very much congratulations on the win. Congratulations on the 2-0 domination. Enjoy your 4 points. I will try and catch you again, but no promises, because you guys play late.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of us are actually East Coast, but we're night owls, so we put ourselves in the West Coast division for timing.
And thanks so much for casting us, by the way.
Oh,
yeah, absolutely.
Like I said,
Thank you.
I'm glad to actually catch you after my internet went down the last time.
Right.
Because it was like, one point I signed up to cast you, but that was a kind of a spur-of-the-moment decision, because you needed a sub, and you were looking at one of my teammates, and I was, basically, we had team practice that night, but we were like, we'd rather the game go on, so Captain was going to come play with you, and then my Captain was like, well, heck, let's cast it, and so we signed up, and then you ended up not needing Captain. We're like, well, we're going back to practice now, so I, like, canceled the cast real quick. And then the next time my internet went out, I'm like, I've got to cast these guys eventually, like, they're going to think I hate them.
Yeah,
we
third time's the charm.
Stuff comes up. Thank you for doing it this time.
Of course. But congratulations, well done, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Yeah,
all right,
have a
thank
good
you.
one.
And with that, let me find out who we're going to go and do a raid on. Let me close this out before I forget. Boop, boop. And who all is online? Looks like no one in my follow list is playing heroes. So I'm just going to raid someone I don't know anything about. See you next time, guys.